What's up, what's up? Welcome back for a new video. And in today's video, we're gonna be opening a new hi-hat. I got a hi-hat and a hi-hat stand in front of me. So what's going on, Wyatt? You have a hi-hat stand and you have a hi-hat. Why do you need another? Did you crack yours? No, I did not crack mine. Thanks for asking though. What's happening is essentially there's a song by Bring Me the Horizon. It's called One by One. A lot of you probably know it. In the verses of that song, the hi-hat's like closed. It's like I think mostly it's digital, but I'm gonna play it with acoustics. So what I need is, I need the ability to have a closed hi-hat really tight and quick while I'm playing double bass patterns. So the problem presents itself in that. I know what a lot of you guys are gonna say. Why don't you just get a drop clutch for your hi-hat stand so that you can just knock the drop clutch and the hi-hat will fall and then it'll be closed while you're playing with your double on the feet. Problem with that is I really need it like super tight. In order to pull off what I'm trying to do with this song, I gotta have like a really tight, like a literal clamp, right? So I'm gonna have one hi-hat closed, one hi-hat open. That's gonna solve one of my problems. That's gonna be the one by one problem for that song, for that cover coming up. The other thing too is I have two kits that I practice at regularly. I have an acoustic kit and an electric kit, and I only have one hi-hat stand, so I actually am constantly moving my double kick pedal and my hi-hat stand back and forth between the two sets, and that just gets annoying. And lastly, the Tama Road Pro stand that I have as the hi-hat that I got in my very second kit at least 10 plus years ago is still the hi-hat stand I'm using at the kit, and it's just not the greatest. It doesn't respond really well. It's just not up to my standards with the hardware I have today, and I'm now upgrading to something that really fits my drum set a little bit better. So that's the concept. Now, as far as having the two hi-hats, let's talk about that for just one more second. I'm gonna have an auxiliary hi-hat. You guys, if you watch Matt McGuire's videos, you're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. He's always had one where he's had one hi-hat on the right, one hi-hat on the left. For the cover that I'm gonna be doing, the hi-hat on the left is going to be permanently shut. The hi-hat on the right is going to be permanently slightly open. So I can have open hi-hat for the choruses and other parts of the song where I want to play an open hi-hat. And then on the left side, I can have a super tight, super close hi-hat that doesn't rely on my left foot, so that my left foot is freed up, as I mentioned earlier, to play those double kick patterns that are included in those verses. With all that said, before we go any further, I have to leave a huge thank you to the company that made this video possible. So big shout out to Sweetwater Sound.
I order a whack load of music equipment. Here, check out this picture of my basement. All the gear that I have ordered that comes to my studio, I get off one website, and that's always Sweetwater Sound. They usually have the cheapest price. I live in Canada, and I have to pay duties to get these products across the border. As well, I have to keep in consideration USD to CAD exchange rates. Despite all that, Sweetwater is typically cheaper than my local options. The second reason I use Sweetwater has got to be their incredible financing plans. When gear breaks, it's not always guaranteed that you're gonna have the funds at the moment it breaks to replace the piece, but despite that, work and life is gonna go on. Using Sweetwater, you typically have more than one option as to how long to pay off your products, so you're not left without those critical pieces you need in your studio workflow. Make sure to check out the links down in the description. Among them, I have my personal Sweetwater page listed where you can find all of the gear that I've ever purchased off the site and take a look at what I use in my personal studio. With all that said, let's get back to this unboxing.
Ooh. What I'm holding here is the Sabian HHX Complex hi-hat. These are medium hats and they are 15-inch hi-hats. This is my first time ever owning a 15-inch hat. I've always had 14s. My first hi-hats were Zildjian A Customs. My second hi-hat was Icon BRT Blend by TRX, and then my third hi-hats were ALT TRX hi-hats. All three of those stages were all 14s. This is my first time getting to play a 15. So there's the top hat there. Then we have the bottom hat here. There you go. Big kahuna inside this box. Inside this box is a DW9000 three-legged hi-hat stand, so let's check that out. I only go three-legged. All y'all who are like, but Wyatt, two-legged makes so much more sense because you have a double bass pedal and then you have more room at your feet to set up the double bass pedal beside the three-legged or two-legged stand. Yeah, I get the logic in that. I even owned at one point, very briefly, DW9000 two-legged, but what I found was, man, it just rocked way too much. It's just something that if I really was serious about it, like I had a setup that required the two-legged, I could totally get used to to it, but it would definitely take some time. I just don't want that. My setup has always been three-legged. I just am gonna take the legs and swivel them a little bit so that there's actually space to put the slave pedal of my kick pedal, as you guys have seen in all my videos on the kick cams, and I'm just gonna roll with that. I really, really dig the three-legged stands over the two-leggeds, because that wobble motion, even if it's minute, even if it's little, slight, I can't, it just drives me nuts. I don't know what it is. Out the corner of my eye, I can't see that stand to wobble it. Especially if we're talking 9,000 hardware, because, you know, it's the heaviest duty of the heavy duty, right? So let's check it out. That's the thing I love about DW and their hardware. It's just so damn heavy. That's how you know. That's how you know it ain't gonna be moving on you. You know what I'm saying? Oh man. I need the gym zone back up. I'm losing all my stamina, man. Damn. Wow. And comparing this to what I have right now, it's like night and day, just out the box. My goodness. Oh, that's sick. Look at how easy that swivels. So yeah, I can put, like, I'll set it up like this, and then right there will be the slave pedal. Perfect. Probably even lock into place like that right now, after I pull this down. So I did as well, I want to mention real quick, I got the XF. The difference between the DW9000 XF and the DW9000 standard is the XF, it stands for extended footboard. So the length of this pedal matches the 9000 extended footboard double kick pedals, which are technically longboard pedals. And I play a few longboard pedals in my studio. So I have the trick pedals and I got the Speed Cobra 910s, and both those are considered in the longboard class of pedal. So I got the hi-hat stand to be that length as well, just so that it all kind of matches up and it feels uniform, bouncing back and forth between the two pedals. So a little hardware bag, we got a couple of replacement screws, and then a super heavy duty drum key. There's that drum key, look at that guy. Damn. Wow. Hey, you're not supposed to be talking. So check it out, two lengths. I'm going with the longer one because typically I like to have my hi-hat up pretty high. I think the longer one will just do better for my setup in there. I think the shorter one won't make it to the height that I want to get it to, so. Just smooth like butter. This right here, this clutch, is something I've been so looking forward to with this new stand. The clutch I currently have, isn't even the original that came with the stand, and it constantly falls apart while I'm trying to play. There have been so many covers where I've been in the middle of a take. Lindsay will look at me like, why'd you stop? That was going good. And I'll point to the hi-hat and it'll just be in pieces, and I'll be like, we good. We got the solution. Huge shout out to Sweetwater for making this happen. Thank you so much. One of the really cool things about this clutch is this right here. Bottom locking part actually has a drum key on it. So not a drum key on it, sorry, but a lug on it, so you can actually like lock it into place. So it'll never come undone. I'll never have to deal with what I was talking about again. You hear that, Lizzie? Mm-hmm. All right, guys. Voila, there you have it. Sabian HHX Complex medium hats in 15-inch. DW 9000 three-legged hi-hat stand in the XF extended footboard configuration. So stoked on this stand, this setup. And yeah, I'm gonna have two hi-hats in a video. What the hell? So sick, can't wait. So what we're gonna do next, head on in the studio and listen to what this guy sounds like. Let's get to it. So there you go, guys. I really hope you enjoyed checking out my brand new hi-hat stand and hi-hat itself with me. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Third time I'm saying it, but they totally deserve it. Huge thank you to Sweetwater. Thank you for sending out these products. As I said at the beginning of the video, you guys can check out my Sweetwater link down below where you can find my artist page, quick bio of me, a picture, and then all of the equipment that I use in that studio. You can find it all listed there. If you want to pick up any of that for yourself, you can check out exactly what I'm using in that link down in the description. Thank you so much to all of you for checking out this video. I hope you really enjoyed, and I will see you all very soon with something new.